It's time to tinker and talk the night away. Grab your glue and paints, we're back again. It's model making day. From classic cars to soaring planes and steam trains on the track. Whether die-cast builds or part work kits, there's no turning back. So let's tinker and talk, just you and me, building dreams from plastic, one sprue at a time. You see, whether sanding down or fitting parts, we share the joy, that's how it starts. Come along, let's tinker and talk the night away. Oh, got a Mustang here and a Spitfire too, maybe a steam train. The smell of glue, the sound of chat, in this world we all remain. Got a tip or a trick, then drop it in chat. We build as friends, not just fans. This bench is open, the stream is live. Come lend a helping hand. Yeah, we tinker and talk with laughs and care. The hobby's better when you've got good folks to share. From sanding wheels to fixing wings, we celebrate the little things. So come on in, let's tinker and talk the night away. Screws and glue, just me and you, talking shop till the model's through. A misstep here, a perfect fit. We cheer each other every bit. Let's tinker and talk under workshop lights, chasing calm and joy through long creative nights. From revel kits to die-cast dreams, we're builders, makers, part of a team. It's Tuesday night, let's tinker and talk the night away.
Good evening, everyone. The camera's actually working tonight, which is great. So, going to continue with the Seahorse. You may notice there's a couple of extra masts that have appeared. I decided I'd build those off screen, just because it's pretty much the same as what the first one was. Still need to put the sails on them, but there doesn't look to be a great deal to do to finish this off. So I think we can get it done tonight. But as this thing has proven in the past, it can seem like there's not much to do, but it's very fiddly and takes ages to do. So we're going to see how we get on. I don't really have any news for you tonight. Apart from next week, there is no live stream. I know. So next week I'm actually in London for all the week. So yeah, no live stream next week. There may or may not be a video on Friday next week. Just depends whether I get anything done before I go away. There'll almost certainly be a Monday video. But yeah, not sure on the Friday video at the minute. I believe turning up at the workshop tomorrow is the Orca, so the second pack of the Orca. So hopefully that'll be this Friday's video. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we'll concentrate on this ship and we'll get building. These sails are not actually, or masts aren't actually in there properly. They are just placed, so mainly wouldn't get broken, but pretty much they went together the same as the first one, just a little bit taller and with a flag on the end of it, that one, or in this case shorter. I'm glad I did this one off camera because I actually snapped this part in half, so it's actually glued right down the center. But luckily the way it is broken and the way it's glued, you can't see it. So got away with that one, I think. I think we're going to start off with this one first. We will move the ship out of the way because we won't need that for a little while until we put the sails on it. If you hear a loud crash, that's because I dropped it. Right. So, let's move the mouse out of the way and try and work out where we're at. So, that was the first mast. That was the first set of sails. This was the second mast, which is this one. And I've only done as far as this, so I haven't put the plastic rigging on. So that's the next step to do. Let's find the remote control and we'll zoom up the camera a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I keep getting gusts buffeting the workshop, but it's not too bad. Can't hear the rain bashing on the roof anymore, so it's probably just windy, not rainy. Evening. And yes, Chris, she's always lurking in the background. Surprised she hasn't started moaning already, because before the stream I was really winding her up. So yeah, I can hear the locks being changed now. Right, so we need Z6, 2Z6, which I'm assuming is that one. Yes. So we get that clipped off there. And hopefully, if do get to the point of actually finishing this, we've got some rigging to do, and this is how the rigging comes. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Although I don't think there's a great deal to do. There is a page in here that pretty much says, do what you want with it. So if it ends up in the bin, that's what I wanted to do with it. Right. Now, I was really organised. And there you are. I was going to say, and I've put the screws somewhere. Where they are was a question at first. Right, we don't need the larger one, we need the little one, I think. Right, now we need to try and get this the correct way around. So with it this way, I believe it's going on that way around. And I'm just going to screw that into the hole that's there. Well, hopefully I will. Right, so that's that one. Flip it around. And we get this one in. So I get it to line up. Not the easiest things to do, because the piece you're going into is at an angle, and you're trying to get this right up in the corner. And then, as you can see, the screw's got to go in at an angle as well. But the platform doesn't make that easy either. There we go. Excellent. Been keeping busy then. Hey, Ed. I'm sure they do. It's one of those things that when you're doing something that woman in your life is probably going to frown upon, you can guarantee that you look over, she's not there, you start doing it, and then she's right there, and like, what are you doing? Almost got away with it. We need 2 Z1s now, which are going to be these ones. Right, so they are going to be going the same way around, which is this way around, and they've got to hook into those bottom parts there. These ones are actually probably the easy ones to do because they pretty much sit flat. I'm very glad that we're not doing this as rope, and they have actually provided it as a plastic part. Right, that's those in. Let's just take that out a little bit just to get that to flex a little bit. That's better. And with those in, I think we need a couple of wooden pieces, 2 F60. Now, the question is, what have I done with fret F? Where's that gone? I found it. It was behind the box. What number did I say? 60. That could have been a problem if I'd lost the entire fret. So this is going to go in here. And this one in here. Perfect. So that's that page done. So now we're on to the sails for this one. Just move a couple of bits out of the way. So we're going to need F12, F13, which are going to be these ones up here. F12 and F13. We also need F8 and F56. Right, so that's F56. And we've got loads of F8 over here. And we need sail J10, which is this nice big sail. So, fairly sure it's face down. Yes, it is. So we get that bit through there. Actually, how did I do it last time? Did I do it this way last time? Line that up and then push this through. That might have been how I done it last time. So we've got that in like that. Now if that goes this way up, we then need this one to go under there, and then that's going to hold that piece in place, hopefully. If we can get it through the gap. There we are. And then this is going to go on the lower half. Just slotting it in there. And then this top part is going to slot into that point just there. So that's that one. I'm going to do the same for the other two sails. So for the other two, we need F14, F15, which are going to be those two parts. And then I'm guessing F16, F17, yeah, that's for the other sail. So we'll take that one out as well. And then this one just need an F8, and that one we just need an F8 as well. So we need two of those. And we need J9, which is this one. Hey Graham, hey Keith, all good, thanks. And then put that way up. That goes this way. Helps you use the right part, that one. That's going to go in like so. I still almost picked up the wrong part. Try and get this pushed in here. Like so. And then with this one, we only need to attach it at the bottom there. We don't need to put an extra piece in. So that's going to go through that hole at the bottom, into the mast. And then that's going to loop around and attach just there. So second sail done. And then for the third sail we need which J8, which is this one here. Pretty much same process, I think. Yes. So take that on there. And again, just get that all lined up, hopefully. Like so. And we got that F8 piece again. We're just going to go through them from the back. Into that piece of the mast. Again, flip it over and attach it to that point of the mast. So this will be our second mast with all its sails, looking just like that. And in contrast, the smaller version. And now we need to do the even smaller version. So I have, as I say, made the mast up, or most of the mast. And again, got to this point just before putting the plastic rigging in place. So just move those ones out of the way. Grab the plastic rigging back over. Hey Bergdis! So we need Z5, which are these ones. Again, going to need to screw those to this mast. And we're going to need Z3 as well in a minute. So again, just make sure that this goes the correct way around. And again, we've got the funny angle. I'll try and get the screw in. That actually went in quite nicely. And now it's going to go this way. It's more difficult to tell which way is the straight angle on this one. That's definitely that way. That's got to go that way, I'm sure of it. Like so. And then we have Z3, which I'm assuming is this one. Yep. Which does just still leave us one of the plastic riggings to do, so I assume that's going to come a little bit later. And that's going to go that way around. And we get that screwed in there. Nice and easy. Same with this side. Not as easy. Oops. Let's try getting that in there first. And then we'll hook it over there. This is the one that snapped on me, so it might not be quite lined up. Right, just about got it over there. Right, then we can screw that in tight. There we go. And then we have F73. So 2 tiny bits. That's these ones. 1, 2. And they're just going to push in here. Like so. Right, so now we have more sails to do. And we actually got a smaller front sail to do on this one. So slightly different. We need F85 and F86. That's 86. I'm assuming that's 85. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it looks like it is. And which sail do we need? J2. That's going to be this one. So there's a right and a wrong way round for this piece. So got this little end detail. That's going to go that way round. That's going to go on this side. So if we just now flip that way, we can get that attached in here. That isn't a right and a wrong way around for this one. Almost. Right. So that's that way around. Oh, I see. So we've got that piece like that. And that's going to push into that point. Hopefully. That would have been easier to put in place without that bit of rigging on the side. Yeah, if I'm totally honest. So Wayne, if you're watching this, don't put that bit on yet. Put the sail in first. Right, so that's in like that, with that piece going that way. That's definitely going the right way, so yep, got that the way around. Uh, 83, 84 we need now. It looks like we're just joining those together. We're not actually capturing a sail in that one. So that goes that way, and that goes, just pushes in. And then that's going to go this way up, slot in there. just like that. And now we do need the other sail. We need F82 and F81, which I'm guessing are these ones down here. Yep. It's getting easier and easier to find parts as there are less and less parts to look at. We need J11, which is this little sail. Was it this round or the other round? This round. I have to remember it's face down on the instructions, but it's easier to do it this way up. I'll get that pushed in. Is it going to be an F8? Yes, it is an F8 that we need. And same thing, that goes like that. We've got the F8 part going through there. And then we've got that one. Come on. Like that. And then we just have that coming round and slotting in there. Excellent. Oh, we've got a dearly little mast to do that I didn't do earlier, so we can create one more mast, it looks like. It probably isn't called a mast, it's probably called something completely different. So we need B. I wasn't expecting that. Where is B? Probably why I didn't realise we had another mast to do. B29, that's this one. And then we need 67 and 70, which is that. What does 67 look like? That one. So that is going to go, let's clean that edge up, through there. Nope. Does it matter which one it goes through? Don't know. But it goes through that way. That then goes in there. We then have 69, which is going to go this way around. Yeah, how far down does that push? Looks like that's it. 66. Goes that way around. 65. And then we have 68, which is a little flag, which is just there. Which won't come out. That's going to go just in like so. And then that's what we need the little plastic rigging for. Yep. Although, you can imagine trying to run around with a massive sail. That'd be fun. I'm guessing we're going to have to screw these in again. Yep. Where did they screw in though? Did they just screw into that? Yeah. It's just a slot in the wood. Wrong way. That way around. And then we've got, where are they? Two F73s. Which are the little ones, aren't they? The same as ones we had before? Yes. And get those pushed in like so. And now we need F64 and F80, and we also need another sail. So it's F64, F80. Hopefully not right next to it. It's there. And then we have this diddy little sail. And again, I think it's going to be this way around. Get that pushed in like so. And then we need another F8. That's going to go through from the back, slotting into that point, spin it around, and we get that in like so. Come on. Get in. Right, I think it's good enough. So, got a diddly little sail now. Alright, looks like we're going to need to turn our attention back to the ship. Build up these parts. Build up some more balustrades, and then putting the sails on. So, let's see how we get on. Got a quick drink first. So we need F sprue. And we need to do 3 of these. So we need F36. 1, 2, and 3. We need F39. And we need 4 of those per item. That's these things. Let's get those knocked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of those in each of those. So we need 2 lots of those, I think. And we need F9, which are up here. 1, 2, 3. If I'd looked ahead, I'd have probably done 2 of these already. Try and work out whether that little square notch needs to be there. Don't think it does. I think it's just a bit of waste material. Probably to make it a bit stronger in the sprue. So these need to sit in here. Like that. So fiddly trying to get a little bit of waste off. This is one of those fiddly points that I said would take ages to do. And then once we've got those 4 in there, we need to put this on top. Like that. So, just 2 more of those to build. Right, 1 more in this bit. And then we can put that piece on. And same for this one. One. It's going to be really annoying if I don't finish this tonight, because we are so close to the end, really. Right, 4th one. And then we've got this one going on top here. Where are you going? Okay. Right, they all need screwing into place. Grab the ship. So I've got 1 going at the front here. And this one goes this way around, just to confuse you. then we'll just need this one on the back. Excellent. And then we've got these balustrades go on. Again, that's sprue F. I'm assuming it's these ones. What's this, F35? Yep. And then we also need F34, which are these two shorter ones. And we need F31 and F32. F31. And F32 right next to it. Excellent. We like that. Nice, all close together parts. We find them easily. Right, so how's this going together? So we have this one with very slight detail just there. And just try to work out, it goes into this one. And then this goes out the front just there. Hopefully. Like that. And then F31 goes up here. This is presumably to accept the rigging. And then we've got F32, which is going to go just here. Now we do the same on the other side. Let's start with that F32 piece. Get that pushed in. And that one, which is going to go just in here. Trying not to break half the ship. And then we've got this piece going in here, hopefully. This piece up front here. Quite a tricky piece to get in, that one. Okay. And then I think we're ready to put the masts on. We are. So let's put it back in its cradle. Right, now we need to get these in the correct order. Because when I've done the first mast, I actually put it in the wrong place. I know it was only in temporary, but it was definitely in the wrong place. What did I do with the little one? There it is. So, let's start off with this one. This one goes at the back. So that's going to push into that point there. Now it's also got to go down far enough that it goes into the deck and also the rigging lines up. I think for the other ones I'm going to grab a bit of wax, try and get that to go in, because it's quite stiff. Still not sure that's down far enough. I have a feeling it's not quite lining up with the hole in the deck. Oh, I think that's got it. Yep. So now we can put those in the sides. Oh no, check that's what they asked us to do. Yes, it is. Right. One. Right, now I should have some wax here. Which sail do we need now? It's the big sail. So I'm just going to put some wax on the bottom of here and hope that it'll help it ease in. Right, this is actually probably too tall to have under the camera. Well, not. It almost is too tall to go under the camera. So I'll just have it offset for a minute. So apologies, you might not be able to see a great deal. Oh, that one went in nicely. Let's see, can you see anything better on the other camera? Maybe if I adjust it like that. Yeah. Just spin it around, so get this rigging in, like so. Looking good, isn't it? Right, and then we've got the other sail to go here, and then we've got the tiny little one that's going to go at the front in a minute. Again, I'm just going to put some wax on the bottom of here. Hey John, you've come at a great time, just putting the sails up. It does take a bit of wiggling. But I think we're in. There we go. Haha, that's looking brilliant. Right, where's the little sail? Probably isn't even a sail, it probably does something else, I'm guessing. But that's going to sit at the front here. Like so. That's looking good. Right, so we've got all the plastic rigging pushed into the guides, and we're not done with sails. Believe it or not. I'm not understanding what I need to do, but it looks like it's going to be rigging. Let's just switch that camera again. So, length of the cutting line is 900mm. After winding the wire, cut off excess wire ends, leaving 20mm allowance. What? Right, so it pretty much is just the rigging to do. So the ship is done. Apart from these little bits that need to go on the sides. And then this is the point I said. You can DIY the rest of the wires according to your preference. So basically it just says put the wires where you want. So I think as it's 5 to 9, I'm going to leave it there. And I'm not going to do another video on just me wiring this all up and rigging it. So keep an eye on social media, and hopefully soon you'll see it with the rigging in place. But as you can see, we're pretty much done. And that is what the Seahorse is looking like. Now, I'm going to have to show you on the main camera, I think, because I don't think... well, this one will zoom out enough, I think. If I can get it to zoom out. Why are you not zooming out? There we go. So that's what that is looking like. It only just sits on this camera. Now we can illuminate it, hopefully. And let me just turn these top lights off. You can just about see the flickering lights there. But I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Let's try it on the other camera. So it's too tall for the other camera. Get a nice side shot of it, but it's far too tall for the for that. But yeah, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me string it all up. I'm going to do that when I don't feel rushed, and it won't end up in the bin. I mean, to be fair, it looks really good even without the additional rigging. Personally, but I think I'm going to switch cameras because you'll see it much better on that one. So there we are. There we go. That looks absolutely amazing. Now, as I say, do have the rigging to do. There's a couple of other sails to go in, but they're going to be rigged together. Just try and work out where they go. I think they go in this section just here. So we're going to have one just here and one just here, it looks like. Very similar to how this one is here. But it's just held together by the rigging. But far too complex for this time of night. So as I say, keep an eye on social media, and that will appear at some point. More than likely not tonight, but maybe it'll show up tomorrow morning. So keep an eye on that. And thank you very much for joining me. I'm really pleased with that. And I'm going to now have to think of something to do in a couple of weeks' time. So remember, no live stream next week, but there will be another one the following week. And that gave me some time to think of what to do next. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers!